My name is Oliver Craig, I'm 21 and I am a student at the University of Southampton. The sport of Quidditch is based on the books, the Harry Potter books, in the way that there are 7 players, there's 1 keeper, 3 chasers who score the goals, there are 2 beaters who use the bludgers, and there is 1 seeker who catches the snitch. A person who dresses themselves all in yellow to make them really obvious and golden, I suppose. And they have a tennis ball and a sock which hangs out the back of their shorts. And then the 2 seekers have to chase that person and grab the sock from the back of their shorts. Sadly, in our game we can't fly, there's no magic involved, so we do run around and we carry broomsticks or PVC poles, whichever you prefer, between your legs. I found out about it by just seeing a flyer around campus. So the person who founded our club, Sarah, tried the year before and got nobody turned up. So she tried again this year. Obviously we weren't an affiliated university club back then, so it was just basically word of mouth. And she posted up flyers around universities and around town, wherever she could. One of my friends stumbled across it and said, "Hey, we're massive Harry Potter fans, that's the main reason that interested me." And she said, "Yes, we found a poster here about Quidditch, should we go along?" I thought, well, I'm free, why not? It should be quite a laugh, and we went along and then just got hooked, basically. I'm now the vice captain of the club, and I wouldn't say I never envisaged getting so involved in it. When I went along to the first session, I thought, actually, this is something a bit different that I could really get stuck into. I used to do other sports, but they got too expensive or too time-consuming or things like that. And then the best thing that I found about Quidditch was just the community, not in terms of just our team, but as a whole country, because it's still quite a small sport. So quite a lot of the teams interchange and are good friends. So I was living in France, and by this time I played a few months in Southampton, and I realised there was a team in Lille where I lived in France. So I joined up there and I played a few tournaments with them, and that was really good fun, met some people, same interests as me. So I played with them quite heavily. And then I came back actually in November because Southampton had the British Quidditch Cup, and I played with them just for that weekend. And as a team we finished 4th in the country, which was very cool. And then this summer previously, after having left France, I went travelling to South America, and by pure chance, the captain, actually Simon, told me about it. He said that there was a team in Buenos Aires in Argentina, so I got in contact with them when I was back in Peru or somewhere like that, and said, "Hey, when are your sessions, can I come along?" And they welcomed me in, and I went and I played a couple of times with them when I was in Argentina, which was pretty amazing. But one of the good things is the amount of international tournaments there are now. And this weekend I'm going to Paris, and there's a tournament there, and there's a few of the other players from Southampton who are going to join me. So it's getting quite international. We've got a couple of players at Southampton who have played for Team UK, and they went to Canada in the summer and played there. So it's building up around the world, basically. We get quite a lot of injuries. That's our one issue is, with training, we've got 1 first aider. If he's not there, then it's to a certain extent a little bit dangerous because it is a full contact sport. You mainly just get bruises and cuts here and there, but we have had some interesting injuries over the course of not just in our team, where we've had a couple of dislocated shoulders, a couple of kind of twisted ankles and things like that, and then we had I don't know if this will make the cut, but we had a player from London who ended up getting testicular torsion. So you do get injuries playing. There's a massive stigma based around Quidditch because it comes from the Harry Potter books, which is perfectly understandable. I mean, I joined it and I love it, but I know it's based on a ridiculous concept. The sport gets tons of publicity. I mean, it's something that, whether you like it or not, it is interesting. We've been in the papers, all sorts, because it's just something a bit different. And we're hosting a tournament here in Southampton on the 8th and 9th of November. Where 8 teams are coming down in the outdoor sports centre down in Southampton, and we've got people like South Today coming, a couple of the local radio shows are coming, so it's going a bit crazy really, and it should be a really big event. It's the second biggest event to have been held in the country so far, so it should be quite exciting. And obviously Southampton as a town, we'd love to get as much support as long as we can, and cheer us to victory.